Hello, this is David Ernst with Keller Williams Realty New Orleans office, and today we're going to talk about investment property in Gentilly. The property address is 4911 Demontluzin. This was a single-family, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that had been a rental property for probably the last 20 years. I represented the seller. The client was a long-term client of mine. I had been working with them over 15 years to sell their portfolio of rental properties. And so we had an established, track record of working together. A lot of times I find that, it's really nice to work with the same people on different deals in the future because you already know how they work, they know how you work, they know what the expectations are. It makes the process a lot smoother. But in this case, the tenant had vacated the property. They wanted to get the property on the market and sold without doing any work. So a lot of times we'll do work to the property, or I'll advise on that depending on what their comfort level is of putting money back into it before we sell. In this case, they just wanted it sold. So we actually sold it once. The buyer did not show up for closing, which is quite unusual, but it happens sometimes. So we sold it again. We had it listed for $118,000 and we sold it for $115,000. It sold for 97.5% of the list price. What was great is this was a long-term client. This was their final investment property that they needed to sell. And it really gave me pleasure and able to help them with this and, really take it off their books. And this is really a prime example of, generational wealth where people are able to pass on, the fruits of their labor and the money they've made on rental properties and be able to give that to their children. What a great way to increase your family's wealth long term.